Well, it seems like Serena Williams can't get out of her own way. Now, Serena Williams hosted the ESPY Awards last night, in which she made a pretty clear racial comment towards Caitlin Clark and her fans. And the thing about it is that Serena Williams and DEI, ESPN continue to show their blatant disrespect, their blatant disregard towards Caitlin Clark. Now, Serena Williams did came out one point in time talking about Caitlin Clark, trying to navigate like she was on Caitlin Clark's side, as so many has done before. But nevertheless, anytime you take the platform at ESPN, they always have you say the opposite. And even on top of that, Serena Williams took a shot at Harrison Butker. And we already know the situation with Harrison. But this is what they do. ESPN puts a black face up there to take shots at white folks. Because lo and behold, if a white person was to do that to a black person, the first thing they would say, racism. Oh, it's racism. It's racism. But isn't it racism for you to do what you did? Oh, and in other words, Serena Williams, isn't this you? Right here? Isn't that you, your husband, and your daughter? I know a lot of mixed couples have daughters is a little bit lighter, hair a little bit curlier, you know. So, but look at him so proudly smiling and everything. And then check you out. Look at your hair. Look at your hair. Look at your face. So for somebody to want to take shots at somebody else, you sure changing your complexion and your hairstyle just to be the opposite race. But if y'all don't know what I'm talking about, y'all don't know what I'm talking about. Well, here's the monologue she did with Caitlin Clark last night. First, yeah, this is the monologue she did with Caitlin Clark last night.
Caitlin Clark had an amazing year and is nominated for 3 awards. Caitlin, you are the Larry Bird in that you are an amazing player. You have ties to Indiana, and white people are really crazy about you.
And you see,
an amazing year and is nominated for 3 awards. Caitlin, you are the Larry Bird in that you are an amazing player. You have ties to Indiana, and white people are really crazy about you.
and you look at Dawn Staley, she's there smiling and snickering and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? This is what pisses me off about them. Because as soon as somebody says something about them or their blackness, guess what happens? They want to cry racism. And you think it was funny just to say that, why you couldn't just talk about her game or what she have done or whatever the case may be. You had to say, oh, well, white people crazy about you, which you got a lot of backlash for, because there are a lot of black people, such as myself, such as others, that love Caitlin Clark, love the work that she does. You know what I'm saying? Because the fact of the matter is that, you know, y'all cannot seem to get out of your own way. And even though Caitlin Clark was up for 3 awards, you know, and I'm sure if Caitlin had swept the ESPYs and took that 1 award from Aja Wilson, you best believe it would have been a shitstorm the next day. Because clown ass people like Serena Williams, Monica Minot, all of these people that work for ESPN or comes on the platform ESPN, you know what I'm saying? They have to take shots. Last year it was Paige Butker. You know, yeah, she's white. Yeah, she grew up into a black family. But guess what? Do you have to come out and just announce something that is pretty, sustainable? Just talk about, the grateful. Just talk about women in general. This is where ESPN does. If you host, and I'm sure Serena Williams, they told Serena Williams to do it. Hey, you're gonna have to make a joke. You're gonna have to do this. And then again, Serena Williams wasn't even that damn funny. That's the point. All her jokes was dry. She tried to take shots at Harrison Butker. She tried to take shots at Drake, and everybody just laughing. Hell, you could have got Steve Harvey if you wanted a comedian to tell jokes, or Dave Chappelle, or so damn body. Serena Williams altered her nose, changed her hair, but at the same time, you and your sister, y'all are married to the opposite race. But at the same time, you want to take shots at somebody else, because lo and behold, if your husband has an issue with that, then you will probably say, "Oh, my husband is being racist towards me." This is the narrative that we're dealing with. ESPN is so much of propaganda, and I get so tired of it. But this is what Serena had to say before that monologue about Caitlin Clark.
Oh, I was bullied, but so that's in the book. That's not, we go into that a little bit in the arena, but yeah, I was, and things that I had to go through now, people will be canceled for saying back then.
So when you see like a Caitlin Clark, what advice would you have maybe for her?
I just love that she tries to stay grounded, and she says she doesn't. What did she say? She doesn't have a social. She doesn't look at her social, and I get it. I don't either, and I think it's so important to continue to do what she's doing, and no matter what other people do, then if people are negative, it's because they can't do what you do, basically, and hopefully she'll continue to do what she's doing.
They can't do what you do. That's our advice to Caitlin. But then you get on ESPN, and lo and behold, you do the most asinine thing that is. Oh, Caitlin, your white people are crazy about you. Like, there are so many different people out there that loves Caitlin Clark. But this is why we and a lot of people always continue to talk about this stuff, because it's a propaganda. Like ESPN put out a propaganda Rookie of the Year ranking, and everybody else put out their ranking, and what it is. But this is what ESPN does. That's why ESPN doesn't keep great talent. They lose talent. They hire people that can come in, talk, or walk the tightrope, or and do the things that they do. Serena Williams is just another example of her career is over. Now she wants to get on these monologues and talk about stuff. They could have got somebody else there. Hell, I would have been happy if they had a white host up there. You know what I'm saying? Just to bring some tension up there. But then again, people like myself and others, when we speak against this stuff, they say either we hating, or we're a coon, or we this and that. But it's just facts. You look at it. Caitlin Clark won 2 awards. One award that no female has ever won, and that's a breakthrough as itself. Why not celebrate that? You know what I'm saying? Why not celebrate that? Why not make that to be the highlight of everything? But no, you couldn't. You had to make it more about race, as always. Taking the punchline, and then you got everybody in the audience, Dawn Staley with her fake ass. You know what I'm saying? I used to like Dawn Staley, but now she just, like everybody else, go along for every damn thing, and can't even. I still had issues with her since the NCAA tournament, when she didn't even stand up and say, oh, I don't like, they asked her, well, do you feel if it's fair for a trans male to participate in women's sports? And then she was like, well, if you're a female, you should play female sports. But that wasn't the question. She tried to detour off on it. But this is what we're dealing with. It's the same thing. And I look at, and that's why I don't, if I don't catch ESPN clips on X, I ain't watching it on TV. I'm not even watching FS Undisputed. I used to like Undisputed when Shannon was on there, but I started watching the old ass Skip because he's the same way. He just find clicks. And we all know that ESPN they don't have stories right now. If you think about it, ESPN doesn't have stories. You know what I'm saying? And ESPN, they was not going to let Caitlin Clark sweep the ESPYs. It was as fitting it was, she should have had swept the ESPYs. You know what I'm saying? But they was not going to let her sweep that because Audra Wilson would have been crying. She already deemed Caitlin as privileged because she got quote unquote $28 million Nike deal. And now she's the face of Wilson, basketball. You know what I'm saying? But this is what we're dealing with. It's the same BS over and over and over again. And they think that it's cute for them just to be trying to drag a young lady through the mud because they can't get off their ass and promote themselves. Serena Williams, she started falling off through the years because she was doing other stuff. Yeah, she had a baby or whatever the case may be. That's fine and good. Congratulations. But at the same time, just like her sister, injuries catch up. She fell off. Serena fell off. But the same thing like Tiger Woods. Doing all kind of stuff that stopped falling off. But guess what? Tiger Woods stayed true to himself. I had to give him credit because he don't take no side for no black people. He stayed true to himself. People mad at him because he said he wasn't black. But guess what? Tiger Woods stayed true to himself. You know why? Because he is that powerful. He can move the way he wants to. You know what I'm saying? And he don't have to answer. Nobody holds him accountable for his blackness. You know why? Because ain't nobody gonna step to Tiger Woods like that. See, you want to attack innocent young ladies because you feel like they don't have a voice yet to speak up on certain things. Then y'all want her to speak up for black people when black people should be speaking up for their damn selves. This is the same bullshit that we have to continue to do. And excuse me for my language, but hey, some stuff needs to be said. So I do a disclaimer in there. Parental discretion is advised. And if you're not advised, you're advised now. But it sickens. I was at work last night when the ESPY was on, and I was on X, throughout, and I just seen all the monologue. And I was just like, why would she do that? Why could she just talk about her performance? You the main person to sit there and say, well, oh, she don't watch social media and they can't do what you do, but then you want to take shots to tell a joke. And I know some people go say, well, oh, it was a joke, it wasn't racist, and the same people that said that, it's the same people that behind closed doors promote this bullshit. That's it. Stick to basketball. Talk about a person's game. If you're not a comedian, you shouldn't be telling jokes. You shouldn't be telling jokes. I understand there's a war show and you have to get by, but some things don't need to be said because then all you're doing is going to catch backlash. And to be honest with you, it seems like they don't even care about catching backlash anymore. But at the end of the day, Caitlin Clark continues to do what she do best. Play ball, break records, set attendance, and keep it pushing. Because guess what? Her game speaks for itself. You can't tear her down. You can't demean her. You can't do anything. Because at the end of the day, Caitlin Clark is one of a million. And until then, she's going to continue to break records. She's going to continue to win more ESPYs. So what can you do? But this, like I said, this is what ESPN and DEI stand for. They stand for the nonsense. If it don't work the way they want to, because trust me, if another award show comes and honors sports athletes and stuff like that, I'm sure Caitlin Clark would walk away with all 3 of them awards. I wanted her to be honest with you, I wanted her to walk away all 3. You know why? Because I wanted her to stick it to their face. Yeah, people say, well, you know, she got to play in the WNBA. They're going to probably target her. Hell, she's been targeted since she walked on the court. Before she even got on the court, she was already targeted. And guess what she do? Continues to come in, show out, show up for the games. But anyway, continue to like, comment, subscribe to your boy LiveWire Sports Media. I am going to get me some sleep. And trust me, this might not be my last video today because I got to be ready for the Mercury game tonight. So, but I'm not going to stream that game. I'm going to, I was going to stream Sunday's game, the Minnesota Lynx, but I had to go to work Sunday night. So, damn. Oh, I might still could do it because it comes on at 4 o'clock. I might still could do it. Never know. Stay tuned. Anyway, continue to like, comment, subscribe. Until then, I'm out. Peace.